to remain. The risk is grind time. I need mine. Grind time. I need mine.
We're broadcasting from Chicago as the Bulls.
Oh, there's Dwight Howard,
a
guy who recently got traded to the Charlotte Hornets.
Looking
Though.
at the last game for the Houston Rockets, it was a win against the New Orleans Pelicans.
I thought the way they attacked.
All right, we're taking on the Chicago Bulls.
It seemed like after a while,
Looks like the parents got the core together back then or something.
That's exactly what'll happen when
Okay,
the team continues to
let's do.
attack the
All right.
goal and come away with layups. It demoralizes the defense.
All fueled up and ready to go.
Oh my God! I can't believe he caught that. I decided to pass it to him like I want pass it to him, but then all of a sudden he decides to start cutting through like 1,000 defenders. I can't believe I made that pass. Oh my God!
Butler dishes to Rose.
What's up, Rose?
Back to Butler.
Rose, you're gonna destroy your knee again?
Out to the right wing. And there's Rose.
That's what you've been known to do. Okay, you're just gonna hit a three. Okay.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that.
Okay, so what's up here? What's up, D12? Oh, I got that. There we go.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
And then he messes up his knee again.
First.
And then last year he got traded to the Knicks. And then he got hurt again. So there's that. I swear this guy's bones are made of glass.
Kicks it to Noah. Noah the screen. Butler in the corner.
Oh.
Back to Rose.
Oh, come on. Oh, y'all just had to switch.
Here's Noah. And at last they get one to fall.
How is Joakim Noah getting all this? He's not good. He used to be good, but now he's like pure trash.
And it's Houston with another.
Could be the first of many mid-range jump shots we see from him today.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter.
Trying to get a lot of this done.
The pick for Rose. Pass to Gibson. Outside Butler. Rose kicks to Snell.
Oh, get that, Reza.
Oh, man, that was unreal. Mark it up.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him.
There you go, Reza.
You know, the guys on the bench are going
I got a
crazy
steal for
right
that. I
now
got
at
the
side
chat
of
running
that jam.
down there. I got like plugged into a wall.
2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Don't have to worry about battery.
Snell, the pass to Gibson. There's the pick.
Actually, in 15th season, Derrick Rose got injured Actually, throughout his entire career, Rose got injured 28 times. 28 times he got injured.
Butler's got his first 2 points.
I think I saw that on a website.
Here's Mr. Moves, and it's Houston with another.
And I really like
I don't know how they
ran there.
I don't know how someone could count
And a little over 2
for all those.
in the first. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I had a chance to catch up with Tom Thibodeau. A lot of his strategy is focused on Dwight Howard, and rightly so. He said, we know Dwight can do it all, and it is going to take a 5-man effort to slow him down. He can finish, block shots, rebound. The guy is almost 7 feet of pure muscle, and there is just no way to handle him one-on-one.
Okay.
If there is a way, the NBA hasn't discovered it yet.
And thanks for that story, Doris. And
let's
here
do
are
it.
The Rockets now. The Bulls getting the bucket. Ariza from 12, and he will.
Dwight Howard made a jump
right
shot.
off the back iron.
I can't believe
Nice
it.
kick out after the defense had
Well, this
collapsed on him.
game's fake, people. Dwight Howard made a friggin' jump shot.
Rose in the
It's
post.
like there's actually a little bit of a distance.
Some nice
The
ball
basket,
movement by
Tony
the Bulls.
Snell.
Snell, no good. The Rockets have gone a perfect 6 for 6 in the game up to this point. Ariza passes to Mr. Moves.
All right.
Kicks it to Daniels. Passes to Mr. Moves. 6 to shoot. From downtown.
Bang.
Rebound
Oh,
by
come
the
on. That
Bulls.
didn't go in?
This, of course, their first opportunity to play Houston this season.
It's always a special day when these two clubs get together because it only happens twice during the regular season. And of
Ooh.
course, these are two of
Give me
the
the-
league's powerhouses.
Rockets leading by
Daniels.
3. It's tipped. Butler
Oh,
with
come
the
on.
steal.
That sucked.
And there's a minute 45 left in the first quarter.
Come on.
And it's Rose penetrating. And sent back by Howard. Here's Mr. Moves. He had 19 points in the win against New Orleans.
Yeah, Kevin, he really set up shop at that foul line. I mean, they could not do anything with him defensively, and so they had to keep fouling.
Here's Snell. He dishes it to Butler. 1:11 left here in the opening quarter. Clock at 6. Outside Rose. Here's Noah. And Jones pulls it down. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Well, they're doing okay as the season goes on. They're shooting about 76% as a team.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Kevin Seraphin, he's checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. McDermott's checked in for Tony Snell. And it's Heinrich in for Derrick Rose. Butler kicks to Heinrich. The pass to Mirotic to end the drought. The shot is off. And Houston the other way now. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And the shot is good for Mr. Moves.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Heinrich outside. Mirotic sets the screen for Heinrich. Dishes it to McDermott. Back to Heinrich. The shot by Butler. No. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And an ideal.
Coming up when
Welcome back. Going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah's checked in for Kevin Seraphin. Gibson comes in for Mirotic. Tony Snell's checked in for McDermott. And it's Rose in for Butler. Heinrich and Rose the guards. Inside, Gibson and Noah. And it's Snell in at the 3. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Outside Rose. And he gets it to go. Rose has got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's gotten it going now.
Bulls trail by 11. 1:57 left in the second quarter. Here's Gibson. Noah trying to get open. Shot's good by Gibson.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Hey, Kevin, Mr. Moves in that last game against the Pelicans looked really strong. He ended with 19 points, and he was just about on target from everywhere, hitting from deep as well as sinking his free throws. His outing ensured that his team would keep their hot streak going. An important factor indeed, guys.
Great, Doris. Thanks. Any chance we see him top that performance at Clark here tonight?
I'd say no chance, partner. And that's not a knock against him. It's just that he was so good that night, I don't think he can possibly do it 2 games in a row.
He was Kelloggian. Is that a word? We can use that word, can't we?
It is.
To the Y. It could be a 3-point play.
He's really starting to ramp it up now, getting involved in the offense here after being held without a point in the first.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
Boy, it was a clunker of a game for him at the foul line the last time they played.
Well, it's hard to imagine he'll put in that kind of performance twice in a row.
And I like the fact, guys, that those numbers have gone up since last season. I mean, he said free throw shooting was an area he was looking to improve, and he has.
Heinrich outside. Rose up on top. He kicks it to Snell. And the Bulls with another miss.
Their offense seems completely out of sync here. They're on the wrong end of a big run.
A dominating first half.
All right, fellas, great job in the early going, but we've got to keep playing the same way.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Really an extraordinary game for Mr. Moves. 16 points now and 3 great steals.
We are seeing him at his very best today. So much fun to watch.
And you know, when he's at his best, it's amazing the things he can do.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Doc Rivers. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Mr. Moves. And it's Daniels in at the 2.
How about the excitement right now that he's playing the game with? I love it.
He capped that dunk off with some serious hang time on the rim.
He just could not contain himself.
Look out, man!
The rim is shaking. He has a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
Yeah,
wow.
that could very well be a contender for Dunk of the Year and perhaps might make its way all over the internet.
I'm with you. I'm with you, Clark. That's a crowd pleaser if I've ever seen one.
Bulls trailed by 19. Rose attacking. This is his first trip to the line tonight. That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Mr. Moves passes to Jones. From past the arc. Rose with some nice D. And Chicago shooting 38% from the field. A pretty weak showing for them. Noah with a screen on Ariza. Snell kicks to Butler. Here's Gibson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, he got waxed. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
For Chicago, they have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. And both free throws good from Gibson.
Taking a look here now at some numbers for Jimmy Butler. Since the break, he's shown his stuff in multiple areas. 10 points a night, 8 rebounds, and 6 assists. And those are tremendous assist totals. You don't even need the numbers, really, to see just how confident he is with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, that's really accurate, Steve. I mean, he is loving playing the quarterback for them.
Outside Rose. And Gibson kicks to Snell. Feeds it to Butler. There's the triple. Rockets with the rebound. Ariza's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Mr. Moves. He's covered by Rose. Ariza passes to Mr. Moves. Howard with this screen on Rose. In low to Howard. It's stolen by Rose. Noah with a screen for Rose. Noah against Howard. Noah dishes to Snell. Outside Butler. Shot clock at 6. Nailed from three-point land. Butler's got 7.
And they made 3 of their first 4 shots here to start this half.
Howard with a screen on Rose. High post Howard. Pass to Mr. Moves. Back to Howard. Houston moving it around. Howard with a screen on Noah. Here's Daniels. No good on the triple.
Well, with that much space off the pick, you've got to drop that in.
Yeah, you got to make that one. I mean, that's a high-quality shot you should make 9 out of 10 times.
Butler kicks to Rose. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Kevin Seraphin is checked in for Noah. Mirotic comes in for Taj Gibson. And McDermott subbed in for Tony Snell. Houston with a big group substitution here. Kufis checked in for Howard. Tolliver comes in for Jones. John Salmons, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Cannon in for Daniels. Mr. Moves passes to Salmons. And now a look at the 2K leaderboard to see which point guards have been playing the best perimeter defense during the last month. Derrick Rose is second.
And with these guys, they're always going to give you an outstanding effort at both ends of the floor. And it takes very aggressive defense to put up steal numbers like that.
And that kind of aggression is exactly what you need from your point guard, Steve. At the point of attack, he sets the tone for your defense. And this bunch gives their counterparts very little room to operate on the perimeter.
Kirk Heinrich, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Heinrich dishes to Seraphin. Outside Butler. He feeds it to Mirotic. Right side, Butler. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him. Butler's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Here's Mr. Moves, guarded by Heinrich. Mr. Moves passes to Canaan. Rebound by the Bulls. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Well, they heaved up a lot of ill-advised three-pointers in that loss. Guys, they were way too trigger-happy from downtown.
Yeah, and that's not the area on the court where you want to be forcing shots from. Heck, you were a great three-point shooter, and you know that, Steve.
Yeah, I mean, it comes and goes, but you can't just rely on that when things aren't going your way.
Goes up on the wing, and there's the basket on the shot from Mr. Moves. Mr. Moves got 23. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and
Wake up, son. You're in.
Oh, it's time to ball.
There's 14 seconds left in the third. Cannon kicks to Ellington. The dish now to Cannon. Pass to Ariza. Launches it. And he gets it to go. Ariza's got 9 points.
They are killing them with that three-point shot here in the second half.
Well, the defense fully stretched out trying to stop that shot and still not able to get it done.
Got it off in time. No good. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Houston on top, running away with it. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This was an exceptional pass, guys, and we see the result. It hits him in stride, and bam, the slam dunk.
Inside, Gibson and Noah. D. Rose and Jimmy Butler, the backcourt. And it's Mirotic in at the small forward. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Tolliver with the bucket.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
There's the bucket. Good.
He's so reliable. And, you know, his offense seems to be consistently there for this team.
Here's Mr. Moves. A second chance effort. Rebound by Butler.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
And Gibson kicks to Rose. It's hauled in by Tolliver. Tolliver's got 5 rebounds tonight.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
Mr. Moves passes to Tolliver. Here's Mr. Moves, and Noah with the block. Outside Rose. Now the feed to Mirotic. Back to Rose. Passes it to Butler. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. And it's Rose penetrating.
I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second half, despite trailing in this game.
Well, you know, that's when you need to be most aggressive when you're down. Another good job of drawing contact and getting to the line.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Houston.
These long-range shots look like layups out there, guys.
They've consistently drilled the mid-range jumper tonight as well, which has forced the D to come out on them.
Tony Snell's checked in for the Bulls. The Rockets also changing it up. Jones checked in for Tolliver. And Daniels subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Butler goes in. Rose. It's rebounded by Houston. Ariza's got 5 rebounds tonight. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Knocked away. Now Rose. Over to the wing. Here's Snell. It's good. This time the assist from Rose.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Houston leading by 19 points. Howard with a screen on Rose. Here's Mr. Moves, and he gets the shot to fall after coming off the pick. Mr. Moves got 25 points in the game. Bulls have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up.
You better than that.
Not to
For a 3-point play.
Derrick Rose at the line for the Bulls. 1 shot.
Rockets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And here's Daniels. The shot misses. Some solid defense from Butler. Tony Snell's checked in for Chicago. And a switch here also for Houston. Mr. Move checked in for Cannon. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. Offensively, he wants them to work the ball around. He stressed the need to find good shots, not quick shots. He also talked about their defensive approach, which he wants to be a conservative one. He said, quote, "Let's not get overextended. Stick to your assignments." Gentlemen, some late-game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks again, Doris.
He can't do it all. I mean, he's scoring big numbers, but he's got to get some help from his teammates.
The shot's good from Mr. Moves.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
And finished off by Rose.
Things finally starting to come together for them. The deficit still pretty big, but at least they're taking steps in the right direction.
Yeah, I think they're doing all they can do. Playing tough D, getting stops, and then taking good care of the basketball at the other end.
Here's Mr. Moves. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
Well, that just adds to what's probably an already insurmountable lead. I think they'll be walking out of here with a pretty easy victory.
Steve, I think that's a given.
Rose attacking. The shot is off. Nice D for Mr. Moves.
Well, what we saw here tonight is one team just had everything going for it, and the other did. Huge margin of victory for the Rockets.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
They knocked down their shots. I mean, a little luck didn't hurt either. A lot of their 50-50 shots went in the basket.
And on the year now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
Well, one thing about this win, it assures that they will not lose the season series. They only meet once more, of course, as interconference opponents.
And Steve, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has a bit of an edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it once more.
Well, you look back at this one, and what an amazing performance this has been for Mr. Moves. Now, there wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every opportunity he got. And they're not finished yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, that's how you close out a game, Steve.
Heinrich outside. To the left side wing. Trichet. Ellington defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trichet. The Rockets pull it in.
He's far too tentative in the paint, and even more so when the defender is up tight on him like that time.
Here's Mr. Moves, and it's Houston with another.
Boy, you relish these sorts of road games where you come in and you get the job done.
In a long schedule with the kinds of pressure of travel and tough opponents throughout the season, it's always good when you play a game like they have here.
And he makes the first. John Selman, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. Enzo Mirotic nails both of them. And it's the Rockets with the ball. It's an 18-point lead. Here's the screen to the paint. Here's Mr. Moves. Off target from the wing.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
McDermott, no one around him, misses the